What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today we're going to be talking about the wingsuit, some tips and tricks to help you perform better with the tool that we're given in this battle royale, and how you guys should be using this to your advantage. Now, it's not just for when you drop in. There's other reasons why you should be using a wingsuit. When you're on high buildings, you can jump off of it. When you're on a helicopter, you can use it to free fall down without having to land a helicopter. And that could be the difference between you getting shot while you're landing a helicopter or you skydiving out and not getting shot. So it's something that you should learn to become really good with, and we're going to teach you that in this video. We're going to be teaching you how to land, because I know a lot of you guys are having trouble with that. We're going to teach you how to jump off buildings and use your wingsuit. And then also the last one we're going to be teaching you is helicopters, how to use helicopters to your advantage and using your wingsuit. Before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you guys again for all the support. If you guys are new to my channel, first time watching a video, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so when I release a video, you guys get notified. And if you have any questions after watching this video, that's what the comment section's for. So the first landing we're going to focus on is the main landing you'll do in most of your battle royales. Now, how do you get to the point before everybody else? I recommend if you are one town over, that's when you should jump out of the plane, and you can skydive straight down, and at the last second, if you need to, you can pull up a little bit. If you plan it perfect, you can land right where you want to and be one of the first or two people in there. Look at this. I landed right when 3 other people landed, so that means my landing was perfect because we all jumped out around the same time. And when you have a good landing like this, it sets you up for success because you can get down there, pick up a gun, and then find the players. So just remember, when you're around one town over, that is the perfect time. You can do it a little bit farther back if you want, but I always feel like the perfect drop in is one town over. You drop in and then you can hit that skydive where you're going as fast as you can straight to the ground, and then at the last second you can pull up, use your wingsuit a little bit to get you to the building you want to get to. So right here you can see I'm gonna pull up just a little bit, and I want to get to this building right in front of me. So that's how you use your wingsuit at the very beginning of every match. So let's say your squad picks a drop site, it's a construction site, and you accidentally jump off. Look how far we are from the construction site. So now that we jumped out, we're kind of screwed here, right? We don't know what to do. What you really want to do right here is you want to take a little bit of a dive so that way you can pick up some speed. So you see I'm floating right here? I should be diving like I'm doing right now. This is what you want to do. You want to dive a little bit and then pull up when you're about 2/3 down, and that way you have a nice little glide and you can actually float most of the way there. I made it about 2/3 of the way there, and that's pretty good because now all I have to do is meet up with my team and I'll be perfectly fine. So if you ever happen to jump out, try to use that technique right there, and it honestly will probably save your life, especially if you don't land that far from your team and you can link up with them. So just remember these tips in case you do jump out a little bit too early. So the next tip we're going to be talking about is how to jump off of buildings and deploy your wingsuit. So a lot of people jump off of these buildings and they die all the time because they can't figure out how to deploy their wingsuit, and it's pretty simple to do, guys. So we're going to break that down right now. So one of the best places to do this is either the hydro dam or the construction site. Those buildings are high enough for you to jump off of. The hydro dam is definitely high enough for you to jump off of. And all you have to do is run to the edge and then hold X. So you want to jump, so you can push X once and then you're going to hold X again. And that will deploy your wingsuit. Just like you just saw right now, run to the edge of whatever you want to jump off of. Push X to jump and then hold X again, and that will deploy your wingsuit and you're good to go. It's that simple. I know a lot of people jump off and they're like, why isn't my wingsuit deploying? I thought I had a wingsuit. But that is how you do it. So if you don't push X, you don't hold X, your wingsuit will not deploy. And when you jump, you can turn the controller, you can pull up a little bit, and it can change where you're gonna go. Now, don't think you're gonna be flying across the map like you do when you jump off of the airplane, but you can get some distance, you can get away from where you're at. And this could be the difference between you surviving and not surviving. Say if people are shooting you in the back, you jump off, you glide away, and then you'll be in a better position because if they jump off and they chase you, you can turn around and shoot them. The next thing we're gonna be focusing on is how to jump out of helicopters and land where you want to land. First thing we're going to do is we're going to jump out of this airplane and we are going to be landing at the farm. There's usually a helicopter there, so that's usually where I like to go, right? So if I know there's a helicopter at a location and it spawns there a lot, I'm going to try a couple times. Luckily, as we get closer to the drop zone, I can see there's a helicopter, so I know, okay, we're in good hands. We can get this helicopter, we can take off, and then I can show you guys how you actually use this helicopter and how you can jump out of it. So I'm using the technique I told you in the first part of this video. You see how I use my wingsuit to glide in, slow down, dive, glide in, and I make a perfect landing on the helicopter. So I'm using the technique that I showed you in the first part of the video, and now we're gonna take this helicopter. I'm just waiting for my teammate to land. She said she got in, so we're waiting. Okay, she's in. now that I'm in a helicopter, I need to get to an altitude that we can jump out. But I also don't want to jump out in a location where I know there's a lot of people. And since I know that there's probably a lot of people at firing range, I'm going to take us to estates. So definitely use this helicopter to your advantage. Don't get in a helicopter and not use it. So now we're flying to estates, and then I'm going to tell you, you don't have to land, because a lot of times, say if you do land a helicopter, players know where you're landing, right? They can see you. So once you find a location that you want to get to, once you find a location you want to jump out of, all you have to do is get the helicopter to an altitude and then hold square. When you hold square, it's automatically going to deploy your wingsuit. It's that simple. You can either do it as a passenger or you can do it as the pilot. You can jump out as a passenger and as a pilot. Now in this part, we're going to be showing you how to use a helicopter, get a supply drop, and never land the helicopter, and you jump out and use your wingsuit. So we're flying towards the middle of the map, and you're going to notice I'm starting to get shot at, right? So you can get shot while you're in the helicopter. You just got to be careful, guys. Be careful, but this is a perfect time for you to use this helicopter to your advantage. And I get the notification that a supply drop is inbound. So I'm flying around, I'm using this to my advantage. So if you ever get in one of these helicopters, this is probably the perfect time for you guys to actually get a supply drop, because a lot of times people can't shoot you up there. Now if you do get a really good sniper, yes, he could snipe you, but look, I see the airplane up there. I'm just waiting for him to drop the supply drop. The supply drop just got dropped out, so I'm gonna hover around here. Hopefully nobody snipes me. I'm just gonna wait till that drops in. I'm gonna show you how I land right on the supply drop, and look at the good loot I get. So this is definitely something you should use to your advantage if you get a helicopter early on, because remember, supply drops drop often during a battle royale match. One thing I want to show you before we do jump off, if you look right here under us is the hydro dam. You can jump off of this and you can use your wingsuit to land down right where that yellow ramp is. You can actually jump right off of that, use your wingsuit, and then land right in the water. You don't even have to land in the water. You can actually land on the ground if you plan it perfect. So look, I just saw the supply drop. I jump out. Look at this perfect landing. So that's how you can use this. I don't have armor right now, and look, just got a level 3 armor. There's actually 2 level 3 armors in there. So I'm gonna grab this loot and go. So remember, guys, when you are jumping out of helicopters, you don't have to hold X like if you're using your wingsuit when you're jumping off a platform. All you have to do is hold square. It's automatically going to deploy your wingsuit, and then you can just glide in wherever you want to glide in. It's that simple, guys. Definitely use that to your advantage. If you can find a helicopter, look for a supply drop, land like I did. No one's really going to know that you're there unless they're watching the supply drop. And to wrap up this video, I'm going to show you how the techniques I showed you in this video will help you out and be the difference between you getting kills and getting killed. So my goal right here was to jump out as soon as possible. I want to land at Nuketown, but I want to do is get to the bunker that's under Nuketown. And where I'm targeting is that U-shaped beach. That's where I want to land. I want to land right at this U-shaped beach. And I see my entrance. I use my wingsuit. I pop my parachute, and I'm going to float right in. So I'm the first person in right now. First person in. I grab a weapon. He got a weapon. Ooh, I got him. So look at that. That saved my life, being able to get in there first. And then look what happens just a few moments later. I hear a player coming. Oh, there he is. There he is. Got him. Oh, another one. Oh, all 3, baby. Yo, we gotta rewind that. Yo, 3 kills in less than 2 seconds. So that's why I just want to show you guys the importance of learning how to use your wingsuit, your parachute. It all makes a difference, especially when you get to a drop zone when there's a lot of players. You don't want to get caught with your pants down, right? You don't want to get caught with players with guns. You don't want to die so quick, and that can happen a lot if you're late to the drop zone, if you're not paying attention, and if you're not using your wingsuit to your advantage. Jumping out of a helicopter. If I would have landed this, people would have known where I was. Look how my helicopter goes to the right. I use my wingsuit. I'm able to land right on this. I get some really good armor. So all these tips and tricks should help you become a better player in the long run. And if you guys have any questions after watching this video, use the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you're not subscribed to my channel, why not hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so when I do release a video, you guys get notified. If you found this video useful, hit the thumbs up. And as always, guys, if you don't see me at Blackout, it's only a matter of time. Nothing but skills is out.